Guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and in this video I am going to be sharing with you 8 practical tips to help you plan your study schedule as a law student. And I don't want to waste your time, so let's just get right into this video. The first thing you have to do is to start with your course outline. Please, it is very important that you do. You need to organize the topics. You need to know the topics you are offering for each course, and if you can get to know the cases, important cases for each topic, please do get them. Arrange them. You need to prioritize any course that happens to be a very difficult course. Arrange them accordingly and how you're going to focus on them. List out important topics, list out important cases. I don't know how it is done in your place, but in my own school, every time we are getting into the new session, what they do is that they give us this handout, more like a book, that contains the list of courses we are going to be offering for that session and also the topics we are going to be doing. So if you have the textbooks, you'll be able to read ahead, even though you might not be able to make your notes because the cases in the textbooks might not be the cases that the lecturer would give you. And then when you're writing your exams, it is very important that you have to put down the cases that the lecturer gave in his classes, but just to prepare you ahead of the classes. Not all lecturers will give course outline because that book contains the course outline. But if you don't have that privilege of getting a book that contains your course outline, you can reach out to people that were in that class, that's your seniors, or you ask the teacher to give you course outline. You just want to have your mind ready. You want to have the things listed out. You want to have the topics. You want to see the things that you're going to be doing to prepare you mentally ahead of time and of when the lecturer is going to start. Number 2, use time pockets around your classes. Now, there's this particular thing I used to see online, and it is a scenario whereby people are asking for study schedule, timetable, stuff, and people provide these things through pictures on TikTok. However, when I get to the comment section of these videos or pictures, I'm always seeing people complaining, how this is not even a realistic study timetable. How do you expect me to focus on this? How do you expect me to use this? What do you mean I'm going to read from 8 to 10 a.m., 10 a.m. to 11 a.m.? I have classes. Exactly, I have classes. Those kinds of timetable or study schedule can only work when you're on break or you're on holiday or you are just not going to go to school. But most of the time you have to go to school. So those timetable, they're not realistic. But there's a way you can manage yourself. There's a way you can go around it by making sure you plan your day very well. Now, this is how you can time pocket. Number 1, ensure that you set a time in the morning. Exactly. Ensure that you set a time in the morning. Let's say an hour or 1 hour, 30 minutes to revise your notes before classes. Set 1 hour, 30 minutes to revise your notes before classes. Whatever topic it is you're going to be doing, whatever course you're going to be doing, just set it. If your first class is by 8 a.m., I am assuming you should be up by 4 or 5, depending on the distance between your school and the place of residence. Do quick revision of your lesson notes. And then another way to apply it is that take breaks. The breaks that are in between your classes, try to use them, maximize them for the purpose of reading. This helps. Like, I use this, I didn't even know that I can call it, what's the name, time pocket or something. But I used to do it a lot. I read at least 1 hour every day when I wake up before I start preparing for my classes. And then whenever I get short breaks in between my lectures, I still use that time to revise. Because I know when I do it that way, I don't feel the burden to want to complete 4 hours at a stretch or 3 hours at a stretch or all those things for a particular course in my reading timetable. So please do it that way. If you do it in the morning, any break you get in between, that's about 30 minutes, 1 hour, use it to cover up on some things that you probably did not understand when you were revising, or some questions that you had when you were revising in the morning, or any other thing. Just use it to cover up within that time. And then the evening aspect. So you can see that this is different from the timetable you're seeing online that they put time. Yeah, those ones, they have times fixed. This one, you don't have time. So you're only you're monitoring the way your day goes, okay? So when it comes to the evening aspect, that is when you are going to study very, very hard, because by evening you're supposed to be done. I don't know how your classes go, okay? But I believe by evening, 6 p.m., 7 p.m., you're supposed to be done. You're supposed to be at home. So then you can concentrate all your effort into studying full time. All right, you can concentrate your effort into studying full time. So this will help you as well. Number 3 is for you to use active recall and also have a day that must have been separated for your case review. Call it like case review day. Okay, now for this case review day, I hardly do it, But the way I do mine is that before I start reading a topic, I try to recall some of the cases I've memorized in my previous readings. Okay, so let's say I did law of thought day before yesterday, and today I'm going to be going through law of thought. Before I get into the new topic to read, I will revise that of the one I did day before yesterday. I will try to see if I remember the cases, the facts, the decision, the ratio, this and that, whatever it is. I do that way. So I don't have a day like fixed for just case reviews and all those things, but I believe for the second semester I am going to be doing that. I'll input that as well in my study schedule. I'll put a day, but not a full day, just a half a day to revise all the cases for each courses. And then active recall is very important. We all do active recall. It's not a new thing. Just ensure that you practice it, because if you cannot recall something, it's going to be hard for you to do so during your exam. So use active recall and set a time, a day, or whatever it is for your case reviews. Number 4, plan around your energy zone, not just time. This is very important. First of all, just try to see yourself if you are a morning person or if you are a kind of person that loves reading in the night. Alright? Try to understand when your energy, boost, when you feel that energy to want to do something. If you are not the kind of person that loves reading at night, don't force yourself to read. You will just sleep off. You are deceiving yourself. If you feel like, it is only in the morning that I assimilate better, I understand better, and put yourself that way. There's a particular senior of mine, she wrote on a WhatsApp status a few months ago, and she said reading in the night is not a thing. She's a first class she's a first class graduate of our faculty, and she's preparing to go to law school. So she said reading at night is not a thing. She really does it, and whenever she wants to do it, probably because the course is very important. But if it is not like that hard or something that will create an anxiety in her, she prefers to read during the day. So she's just going to go from morning, afternoon, down to a little bit of evening. By 10 she's already in bed. That is the kind of person that she is. I, as a person, I am a morning person, and I do prefer to read during the day, and I can still read at night depending on what my mood is. So I'm like a mixture of both. But regardless, try to understand when your energy is up, your energy zone. All right. And that very particular time when you have that energy is when you should put your difficult courses to do. Face your most difficult subject when you're at your sharpest. That is as easy as it can get for you. Number 5, give yourself a break time /day. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Alright? Please, even though you're a law student, does not mean you have to lock yourself up every time. Or you need to go on a break. Give yourself a break. I love giving myself a break. Friday is mostly my most favorite time to give myself. Friday evening, then Saturday afternoon. Exactly. So I can catch up on any movies, any series, any dramas, anything I need to catch up. I can watch as much social media as I want to. All those times I can just waste enough time just to rest. Okay, so please, as much as you're going to do your study schedule, you want to be serious, you want to back that first degree and everything, blah 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 blah, put in a day for break. All right, put in a day for break. You can put it Sunday. I don't like doing Sunday because Sunday I'm going to be preparing for Monday. So my time for break is literally Friday afternoon /evening, then Saturday afternoon. That's how my break is. Now, when you are making your study schedule, you want to include time for law essentials. What do I mean by law essentials? Study groups. I don't know if you're an introvert or something. I don't know, but you just need to get one. Study groups don't have to be much. In my study group, I don't even think we are more than 10 people there, and we are all familiar with one another. We're like family, so there's nothing strange there. We all know each other. We have each other's numbers. We communicate often, so there's nobody that is feeling so shy of another person or etc. So you get yourself a study group. It could just be between you and 2 other people. Just somewhere you can contribute in. So make space for study group if you have one. Make time for class preparation. In this particular video I made on how I create my study timetable, I did mention that one of the things I don't do is creating unrealistic timetable for myself. So I won't fix a time that I'm supposed to read on a time I'm supposed to be in class. I'm supposed to be having commercial law, and then you meet me in the library reading tort law. That is unrealistic, right? So set time, make time for your class preparation, your classes, your study groups, and even past questions too. As much as you're going to get involved in reading so hard, ensure that you also go through past questions. Very important. If you plan to read 4 hours in a day, at least 30 minutes should be dedicated towards past questions. And the 7th one is that prepare for exams weekly. Prepare for exams as if the exam is coming tomorrow, is coming next tomorrow, is coming in 3 days. That is going to boost your energy. I think that is one thing I really did not do in first semester. I think I should make a video that talks about the things I wish I had done during first semester. But I'm going to be doing it in second semester. I'm going to put this at the back of my mind. Prepare for study as if you are having your exams tomorrow. Study as if you are having your exams tomorrow. Don't wait until when the exam is just like knocking on the door and be like, oh, hello, open the door for me. I'm here to visit you. Don't wait until then. It's just that when you wait until then, you get so anxious, right? You get so anxious because you have been preparing, but at the same time, you have not been preparing the way you're supposed to be preparing. So please prepare for your exams right from the onset. Last tip, which is the 8th tip, is that please stay flexible. The aim is to stay flexible, not perfect. You can never be perfect. In the video where I mentioned about how I create my timetable, I did mention that sometimes I don't even follow the timetable strictly. I only end up reading one course for about 8 hours or so instead of 2 courses. Sometimes I don't even bother reading during the whole day, depending on how tired I am. So please, the aim is to be as flexible as possible. Don't let the schedule control your life. Alright, it is not meant to lock you in. Your timetable is a guide, not a prison. Some days you won't even meet all the goals, and actually that's okay. Just track what it is that you have missed and gently shift it. At the end of the day, you can ask yourself, what exactly is it that I have gained today? What exactly is it that I have done today? And also, if you are unable to sit down to make a full note or read, any jottings that you made in class, before you sleep, go through that jottings. Even if it is not like your full note. I have a jotter, I have my note, my own made notes from lectures that I make. I have jotters. So if you cannot sit down to read your full note on a particular topic or something, any jottings that you made during the class, go through them before you sleep. At least that's going to like put your brain in some kind of moment to help you remember what it was that you did and guide you through. So it doesn't seem as if you just wasted your time or you did not read at all. You read, but it was just not as long as you wanted it to be. So those are the 8 tips I can give you guys, because these tips are very practical. They are things that I do, and I hope that they will be able to help you as well. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. I hope that you will subscribe. Please just hit the subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.